The Next.js component generator module by Guppy Squad facilitates the generation of a Next.js component file from a Sitecore JSON rendering item, providing a streamlined process for incorporating essential fields and parameters. By leveraging this script, users can create Next.js components with all the data source template fields in the component prop type, and these fields rendered on the screen, enhancing development efficiency. The common Headless SXA rendering parameters are also included when needed. This tool is designed to empower developers by automating the tedious aspects of component boilerplate creation, accelerating the time to market. To install the module, go to the Sitecore Desktop Start menu, Development Tools, and Installation Wizard. Click the Upload Package button. Choose the package file that you just downloaded. Click Next, Upload, and close. Then in the Installer Package Wizard, click Next a couple of times. Since you're got to the install, click Install. It should take a few seconds and then click Close. Once the package is installed, you can find the installed items under System, Modules, PowerShell, Script Library, and Next.js Component Generator. The main script is the Generate Next.js Component item, and it uses the three function scripts below. To use the module, find any JSON rendering. You can use the Headless SXA JSON renderings that comes out of the box, and you have to right-click on the item, go to the Scripts submenu, and click Generate Next.js Component. The script will run, and a pop-up will appear with your component code that is generated. It contains all the imports that are required, the type for the properties, as well as the component code itself and an export for the default variant with a data source check. You can copy this in your clipboard and click Close. In your code editor, you can create a component of the name that was provided in the module. For this one, it's promo.tsx. And then you can paste the code that you just copied in your clipboard. Sometimes you'll have errors like this. This might be caused by the default spacing configuration for your editor. Make sure to configure the spacing according to your ESLint and Prettier settings. And then you'll have a working file. On line 1 to 10 are the imports required for this component. They are dynamically generated based on the fields in the template and what we need for the rendering parameters. From line 12 to 21 is the property types for this component. It's dynamically generated based on the field on the data source template as well. And from line 23 to 37 is the component in itself, how it renders out of the box. It supports rendering parameters if they are set on this JSON rendering and if only these base classes are there. So on line 24, the ID const and its usage on line 28 will be generated only if the parameters template of this JSON rendering contains the base class for this field rendering identifier. Same thing for the grid parameters and the style parameters on line 25 for the classes and their usage on line 28. And finally, from line 27 and 35, there are the rendering with the JSS renderers with all the fields that are needed for these. So the developer could start from there, add their own divs, their own spans, etc. And on line 39, there's the default exported cons for the default headless SXA variant with a data source check to help the editors when they have no data source set for the component. So it's selectable in Experience Editor and Pages.